Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and if you've been keeping up, you know that we are working on our Nether hub. We've got pieces we want to put in here, we got pieces we want to put in there, we got a floor, we got to rip out, we got to scream and shout as we pull this Nether rack down. We got to boil it into stone to make walls, to make grids, but you know what, this isn't Home Alone, and I'm not a little kid. Though this is the holiday season, there is no reason to panic. Do not adjust your TV sets. This is just about as cool as it gets. Welcome to Joe Hills' Nether Hub building, mining, block placing spectacular. I don't know what the spectacle will be yet because I still don't know what it's going to look like, but that's half the fun. So, hope you guys are ready to buckle in and hang out. Time skip! When we last saw our hero, well, I don't know why I would say hero. I would say man of the people. When we last saw our man of the people, he was running around here talking about how he was going to dig even more of this out. He did. Look at me. I'm a Joe Hills. I dug this out, and I'm pretty happy with how it's all coming. I discovered we intersect Cubfan's Elytra tunnel right here, but he's actually cool with that. He's just going to fly underneath our glass. Now, we still have to put in some, blue terracotta and various shades of blue wool underneath here to convey the bay, and we still need to add some red glass up top to convey the red sky. Now, you might be saying, Joe, why don't you just elytra up through that single glass pane? Well, for one thing, it's really hard to elytra up through that single glass pane. For another, I kind of lost my elytra. While I was doing some of this digging on my laptop with the trackpad, because, like, this is a huge place, and I was like, oh, I got a lot to do. You know, I'll try and knock some of this out at night. And, yeah, I fell into a lava pocket and died. And then I did some other stuff to get some of that stuff back, and then I died. And so, at a certain point, it's kind of like, well, I'm not going to bother retooling too heavily just yet. I ran down to Cubfan's base, got some extra diamond pickaxes from the traders who trade these Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 3 ones. My good Mending Silk Touch pick is intact. It's one of the 3 things I was able to recover. Now, one of the other things I was able to recover was my Joe Hills Can't Find Hermit Graves hat. So, I'm happy about that. I am disappointed that the Scar Air Elytra is gone. But you know what we do? We forge ever on. Now, I've been gone for 3 days. I was at a conference, WordCamp US, so I haven't seen, like, what everybody else has been doing over here. No entry. I think they're lying to us. Boom. Entry. Even better. Okay. This part's not as good. Let's see if we can find a way around this. See if we can find a subtle entry. Boom. Entry achieved. So it looks like our good friend False... Good friend False. I don't know if False is a fan of my videos at all. That's really presumptuous. But, anyway. Looks like False Symmetry has been... Oh, spoilers. Never mind. Okay, well, we'll just run away from that. Dang it, okay. So, look, we ignored our first sign. We might as well follow the second one. You know, that's one of those things where sometimes people send a sign, and then they send another sign, then they send another sign. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. We've got the slope indicator signs here. Speaking of signs, I'm going to take that one back, and hopefully not hit that pigman. Because now that we've got these wall slopes in, we don't really need those signs. But yeah, I figure today I'm going to go ahead and gather some more materials for all of this down here, and hopefully get some of it built out, figure out how we're going to integrate with Cubfan's tunnel a bit, and talk a little bit about WordCamp. So, on our way through a portal. So, WordCamp is it's like a WordPress conference, and they have a lot of WordCamps around the world, but there are 2 kind of special, like extra large ones, WordCamp US and WordCamp Europe. And so this weekend, I attended WordCamp US, which this year was hosted in Nashville. So that was nice because I didn't have to, like, travel across an ocean or whatever to go to WordCamp US. Which I guess that would only ever happen if it was held in Hawaii. But, you know, it's hard for me to convince my bosses to pay me to go to San Francisco for a conference. So it's nice when there's one down the street, basically. And it was held in the Music City Center, which I've been to a few times. It's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it. But anyway, let's see what we are going to do here. I think, now I've been just flying up and over this, but obviously we need to find a new way. I've got my boots here in case any monsters attack me. I can just whack them, give them the boot, as the British would say. But yeah, let's see. I met a lot of really cool people at the event. People traveled from all over the world. I ended up hanging out with some people. One of them was from Montreal, another from Wales, and another from Maryland, but living overseas. And it's just like, oh, you know, this is cool. You know, getting to hang out with people with different backgrounds, different experiences. But the conference itself is all about like how to make WordPress stuff, like how to make, you know, I run websites for my day job for a bunch of companies, and those are built on WordPress, so it's helpful for me to, like, learn things and have skills. And it's a lot different from going to, like, a gaming convention, because at a gaming convention, like, even though I'm constantly running around and stressed out and exhausted, I'm exhausted from all the fun. Whereas at this, it's like, this is going to work on a weekend, and just doing a bunch of work. And learning a bunch of things that melt my brain. But, you know, it's important to continuously develop your skills, and sometimes, like, there's stuff where it's like, oh, I could have learned about this by reading a blog post about this, but there are other things where people are like, you know, I'm running into this problem, and I don't know what to do, and I'm thinking about writing a blog post about it eventually when I find a solution, and I'll be like, oh, I have that same problem. What are you trying? Because here's what I'm trying, you know, and that can be really valuable. Let's see what else is going on. So, this weekend was supposed to be the first Hermit Skies competition between all the hermits, and I was going to miss it no matter what because of my conference, but it looks like it's being rescheduled, so maybe keep an eye out for that. Hopefully when it's rescheduled, I will be able to attend, but I can't promise that. I did want you to be vaguely aware of it, though. So, just something kind of cool going on. Let's see. Yeah, my daughter, when I left the house on Sunday to go to the conference, which this is another weird thing about the conference being in my hometown. Normally I'd, like, get a hotel room somewhere and then not see my family if I'm at a conference for work. But this weekend, my daughter was just like, you know, okay, Daddy, have fun at work on Sunday. Go talk to people and have meetings. And I'm like, thanks? She's like, yeah, be really tired from all the working. I'm like, okay. She just wanted to, like, gloat that she got to stay home with Mommy because my wife just got back from a conference that she was at about biology, and she was gone all last week. And so my daughter was like, ha ha ha, Mommy is back and Daddy isn't here to take her away from me. I get all the attention and bake all the cookies and go on fun trips to the park and stuff. Ha 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 ha. Daddy, you just go be sad. Go be sad at work. Go, now, hurry, before you change your mind. And, I don't know, I thought that was kind of cute, but also, like, really kind of mean. Like, do you really have to remind me that, like, you know, I'm working 10 days in a row? Thanks. But, you know, it's a lot different from sitting at your desk and building stuff directly. So, there is some gear changing, but anyway. So, yeah, if I seem a little bit tired, that might be part of it. I usually have time off between Monday and or Friday and Monday, and I did not this weekend. Let's see, how much of this is there? 64. Well, that's enough to make another several stacks. I mean, we're probably okay. Let's just plant some more to make them pretty. Yeah. Boom. Whoa. Wait, you can make giant mushrooms with bone meal? Hold on. Really? Okay, that's pretty cool. We'll just leave those there. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm really happy about that. That was something I did not know. Okay, so the sun is dipping below the horizon. We better be on our way. We better keep our eyes on the prize, which in this case is maintaining our lives, given that we are horrifically undergeared, as you might have seen or overheard from my earlier comments. My frequent deaths have left me with little left with which to defend or with which to attack, and so I better not be talking too much smack. I better be bobbing and ducking and weaving. And goodbye, pigs. Bye, chickens. I'm leaving. The Hermitcraft Community Center lies directly below, wrapped around a petrified tree, which is where I believe to be the cake from Mumbo Jumbo's description. But it turns out I found that this is the largest cake around, And so, through the night, maybe we pound the ground? No. Let's take a quick nap, get a quick snooze, get some Z's while these cats muse, and hopefully the zombies don't reach us before we wake up and put our feet on the floor. I've got a potato and some boots, and there's some creepers too, but if we can get to the top of this, maybe we can find... Uh-oh, hey dude, quit arrowing me. Dang it, I can't read these signs. There we go. This is 22nd birthday. These are presents for you, hidden under the cherries. Only one present per hermit. Replace all cherries to keep it interesting. That's cool. So, how do we get up there? Do we need ender pearls for that? Or is there like a stairwell atop this cake? Oh, is that Wells Knight's little castle area? Wow, that's really coming along well. That's really cool. Man, thought I was doing okay with castle building, but yeah, he's got this. Okay, so I'm not sure what this whole structure is here. This might be some sort of weird villager breeder thing, but let's go ahead and teleport up to there. Are these the cherries, or are... Let's go see what's on top. Oh, there's like multiple tiers of everything. And then we're going to fly over it and into a creeper. Well, not into a creeper, surprisingly. But, yeah, over it. All I want to do is jump on top of this thing. Oh, here we are. Oh, those make such cool candles. It's gonna, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out this Elytra thing sooner than later, clearly. But let's go ahead and see what is for us under this cherry. Oh, literally nothing. So maybe not every cherry has a present. Maybe no cherries have it. Are we supposed to dig up the wool underneath? Am I gonna fall through here to my death? Yeah, okay. There's a skeleton there who actively wants me dead. So we're gonna replace the white wool and the cherry. Okay, let's think about this. So if this tier of cake doesn't have the cherries on it, maybe it's the next tier down? Maybe British people use the word cherry to describe something else. Oh, hey, there's one. Yay, a golden apple. That's cool. Thank you, Mumbo Jumbo, for the golden apple. And now, we're going to go ahead and teleport back. We've got our blue dye, and we need to be on track to get more of our Nether hub laid out today. So, without further ado, let us all play. I feel like I'm rhyming a lot more than usual today. I think this is because I've been at a tech conference, and so all I've been doing is thinking about code. But now I'm back, and as they say, code is poetry. So, also, wait. False. See? No entry. See? It's an untrue, it's a false statement. Let's actually label it a false statement. Oh no, I've been spending too much time with programmers. This is possibly the greatest joke I've ever created in Minecraft. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue without... At least I liked it. Let's go ahead and continue to get some of this blue glass in here and finish off this last leg of the V. And then, hopefully... I was thinking about trying to get started on the ceilings. Man, time is going to be a factor today. So we might not... Like, it's one of those things, like, it took so long to dig all this out. Not sure how much we're going to get done. But I'm excited to do what we can. Time skip. Somebody once asked, could I dye some stained glass? I need about 64 more light blue pieces. So I dropped them into cubes and I said, hey you YouTubers, please leave lots of comments if it pleases. Well, y'all click thumbs up and don't... I don't know. What's up? Not really good improvisationally writing all-star parodies. I think it makes sense to stop right now, so I'm gonna do that anyhow. Let us run here, down this ladder. Let us smack more of this nether brick. Netherrack, if you're correct. Don't hit the pigmen, they'll break your necks. Anyway, songwriting and song singing are a lot different. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into songwriting, and I'm not gonna do it right now. My brain is fried. I'm gonna just keep hitting this thing and hitting this, and then... Okay, remember the part... How is there a zombie here? Dang it. There we go. But also, seriously guys, how is there a zombie here? Did he get struck by lightning or something? Are more zombies gonna spawn if I hit him? Like in the overworld? Does anyone know? I don't know. How did he get here? Did he come through one of the portals? And then fall down? That seems unlikely. Like, that's so weird. Okay. Well, you know, we're here to learn. And we are learning that the world is weirder than we could have expected. Now, I'm not too worried about Ghast spawning down here once we get the, Oh! You know, I was gonna say, maybe I should use carpets for the ground here because I don't need to use whole blocks. So I think I would get more... I think I get more pieces of carpet out of the wool, and then I could stretch my supplies further. And the terracotta being slightly uneven with the wool wouldn't be a big problem because of how this works. And it would also deter spawning. Yeah, I think we're gonna try and lay down some carpet now. Let's go ahead and do some inventory management and start throwing those rugs. It's about to be sheer madness. Ha 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 ha. I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. So we do have some wool. So if we take 2 white wool and put them here, we get 3 carpet. So that's actually a good way to stretch our wool. So let's go ahead and start laying this down as we see fit. Now, I'm kind of thinking I want to mirror the pattern we already have here, which, I mean, I'm sure you guys recognize, but I'm not sure how to lay it down when we get on the down low, if you will. So we're going to have to evaluate that critically and think about it. Because, like, so the obvious thing to do would be to invert the directional arrows here. And I don't even have any of the cyan. But, okay, so let's go ahead and take some of the blue ones. And we'll just start putting these down here. Because even though there's not transparent stuff directly above us, you can see this as you walk in from that angle, right? So anything that has blue directly above. So we're going to go 4 out here if we wanted to just have basic coverage. Oh, that's going to get annoying real quick. Thanks, wool. Okay, cool. Dang it. At least these are easy to break. Okay, so it actually goes out to here in the middle. Whoops. But what I think I want to do is I want to flare it up and out. So it'll be an inverse flare from the other one. So then this next one, there'd be the cyan wool, which I don't have any of. And then there's the light blue wool a block after that. So we're just going to throw down some of the light blue wool like that. And then have that flare out. But this one's actually too thick, so it would go more like this. Oh, yeah, that's also going to be kind of weird if we have this, depending on how we're going to flare this. Oh, man, I don't know. Like, maybe it should flare out from the center and then kind of keep going a little ways. Like that. So, yeah, so that's 2, and then we get this dark blue segment again, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, so we'd come out that far, but then we would come out another, we would flare out one. So I guess I would just kind of generally come out all the way on these. Like, I might have to do something to make the angle step again once you get a certain number of blocks out. But of course I didn't bring enough wool to actually evaluate that. But like, it would make sense almost to have so this one is like 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. And then once you go 4 over here, we have it flare again and offset by another. So we've got kind of a set gradual slope here. I think that should look okay once we get it all put together. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some more stuff. Time skip. Ba, dark gray sheep. Have you any wool? You know, that's okay, but I don't really need it at the moment. What I need is the seaside palette colors. We need some blue, we need some white. We're gonna mix it up tonight. We are gonna make the bestest floor and throw open every window, every entrance, every door to guests. Gonna welcome folks to Red Sky Bay. We're gonna say this is a Joe Hills Let's Play. You guys are welcome to hang out for the day. So this is the difference between like improvisational poetry and like actual poetry, like prepared poetry. It's like I don't know where I'm going with anything. I'm just like, I'm just gonna shear sheep and make words. Yay. Okay. That's a chicken. Cannot shear that. Whoa. So I've gone to get some more wool, and I can already see that this is starting to shape up. But really, until we get more color in, we won't be able to see what it's going to look like for real. Just, we got to get more of the fundamentals, or the foundational elements. Foundational elements? Yeah, that would be how you'd say that. Foundational elements laid down before we can really proceed. Now, luckily, we've got... Hey, seeds, you're going away. And goodbye, netherrack. Okay. I was able to grab some cyan stuff here, so we can come through and knock out this particular line. I think that's the only cyan used in this, but, you know, that was kind of a intentional point of how I was approaching this. So this is going to go over 4, so, yeah, this is kind of one of those things. I was initially thinking that I was going to have full blocks at this level, so I'm wondering if I should... We'll revisit what goes under these, because I'm thinking we probably want to do something interesting with that, and I don't necessarily have something ready at the moment. So I've used all the carpet I have. We're going to have a big white area here, a big blue area here, but one thing that I can't... No. You are not welcome to do this. There goes my glass. Okay. Oh, well, that was fun. Okay, so yeah, these ghasts might end up being a little bit of a problem in the short term. Did I manage to blow up my back wall here? Yay, somehow no. Excellent. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I was hoping to mix in a little bit of the, dang it. Now I'm on fire. Hoping to mix in a little bit of the glazed terracotta kind of throughout the different kind of colors. So like the white glazed terracotta would be occasionally intermingled here, and it wouldn't be like a set place or whatever, just kind of like meandering through, like no real official like thoughts on it, just kind of there's a little bit there, a little bit, just kind of mixed in to give it a little splash of color now and again. That would also, even though you might be like, well, Joe, that yellow, that really doesn't fit. The thing is, this is all going to be tinted through the lens of the blue glass up there. So that yellow will actually end up being a little bit more green, which I think could look neat. Yeah, so maybe that's not far enough away to kind of work, and maybe when I have more mixed in there, it'll look better. But on the whole, yeah, see, so as you're approaching from like here, that kind of adds a little something. And if you're running down this thing, you're not really going to be able to see down there too well. But, you know, it'll be kind of out of the corner of your eye. But, I don't know. Yeah, I think there's some options for interesting ways to have this kind of come together. So if you guys have any questions about what I've been up to lately, feel free to leave them in the comments, and maybe I'll answer them in the next video. But, yeah, this has been one big dig, one apple cherry birthday, happy birthday Mumbo, one Seaside Wool Venture, 1 Ghast Blaster. I don't know. This episode's been a lot. But until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.